It's not every day you're walking around in the mountains and you see a grizzled old mountain man with his daughter on a llama in tow.
Dancing hyena. A ballerina. We've driven a lot of miles. This is a major change in area for us, but it's going to be a good spot once we get some sleep and hike up this 5,000 feet of vertical to get into the alpine. But at this point, we're just looking for a place to crash out, get the llamas out, get a flat spot to sleep. I think I've got it, Chiam. Got it.
I hope so.
Flatness, right here. The llamas are in heaven. They're out. There's green grass everywhere. I don't know what time it is, probably midnight, something like that. But Tanna has been asleep for at least an hour. I'm gonna throw the canvas cutter out and get a few hours of sleep before we get up, load these guys up, and go hit that trailhead that we somehow missed because there's not much of a parking area at this trailhead. It's alright. Llamas are going to get lots of food in this little spot. It's just green. Alright, we need some sleep. We are heading up a big steep hill here, and it's quite a few miles and a lot of vertical, so packing as much water as we can because there's nothing on top. Nothing. So we're gonna blast out. I think it's about 5 miles we'll do here in a bit and get to the top in the alpine, and fingers crossed there's blue or huckleberries up there. If there is, I think we'll be on some bears. If not, we'll bomb down and go look at a new area, but I think we're going to find berries. There's some big slides up here that the elevation goes from 3,000 to 5,500, so I think we're going to be in that range where we find them. But just getting loaded up, saddle up the llamas, and a lot of elevation ahead of us on a hot day. Some big fat berries starting to show up as we get higher, so all things are looking good. We got reds, we got deep blue huckleberries. Good sign. just hiked up 5 miles or so. Maybe a little more, I'm not sure. Put a lot of elevation on. I think we gained about 4,000 feet or so. And there's berries everywhere. And we just got here to the top. It's just getting dark. Walked over here. There's bear scat all over the hill. So all things look good for tomorrow. Wish we would have got some glassing time in tonight, but it took us a long time to get up here. But excited to see what's on the mountain tomorrow. Got a big glassing knob up here. I think it's going to give us good looks. And we still got about 1,000 feet to climb up to get to that, but high hopes. We'll see them tomorrow. All right, we're packed up this morning, and we're gonna get to the top. So got another 1,000 feet of elevation, I guess. And that's where glass and knob's gonna be. Hopefully we see some bears from it. But we're gonna be picking a lot of berries between here and there. Right, Tanna?
Yeah.
She's got bottles to fill up, so. And hopefully there's a little bit of water on the top. The maps say there's a little puddle, but we'll see. Fortunately, we're packing a lot of water today. So, ready?
Mm-hmm.
So many berries up here. We found them. Just tons. Everything is covered. Just got to get to our glassing knob. Switchbacks on. It's enough to get us water. Stay up here. That's great. What do you think, T?
Good.
We can drink all the water we want. What we're coming into. Oh, we got water up here. We got big ab shoots up here. It's lower brush. Frogs?
I wonder if they're frogs.
Yeah.
What is that?
Everything's looking good once we got to the top here, so. I just gotta go find us a bear. Well, we did a little mission away from this water to see what we could see up here as far as glassing. And Chiam spots a big boar. It's kind of hard to see a lot of this area, but he went way up ridge, looked down, and it's got a good boar spotted. So we're gonna pack up here and go. It's a little bit of a jaunt to get over there, but big old jet black. So we've been waiting to try to find one. So we're gonna go try to find him. Hopefully he sticks to the berries that he's in. Usually they don't go too far when they got berries like that. So, and it's just packed with berries. This whole place is just loaded up. So fingers crossed we can go relocate him. It's a bad dash. We're waiting on a 7-year-old. Me and Chiam have decided that if we can pull this off with a 7-year-old in this area, this country, we will have accomplished a lot.
a whole lot. We saw a bear, another bear. Hopefully, if it's the same bear, then we're not in good shape because he's about 900 yards away. So we're hoping he didn't move that far. We're hoping that it's a different bear. So many berries, there's no reason for him to go that far. That's what we're telling ourselves. But he's way out of range now. And there's no way that we would get there. We're cooked for the day, and it's hot, super hot. Feels like it's 90 degrees, and where we're looking into is just baked with sun, so yeah, pretty well toast for the day. She had a long climb, several thousand feet up yesterday that she hiked. Didn't ya? You crushed it. She rode a little bit, but hiked most of it. So, she's pretty tired. She needs a day of rest. But we're hoping that the bear that was closer is still there. He's just hiding in some brush or just sleeping away. I can't believe this one out here is in the open. It is bloody hot right now. Okay, Tanna, all day long. Let's see it. See it. There you go. You got it. Nice. Good work. Well, it's, we're losing light. We've been watching this basin most of the day. We never did see that bear, so the bear we saw out there at 900, maybe he was the bear that was in closer, but we're not sure. It's just patchy down here. There's openings, but there's a lot of timber as well, so just kind of have to get lucky and see them when they're out. But we're now camped a lot closer, so we'll be able to look at this in the morning and just watch it maybe half the day and see what pops out. There's definitely bears around. Berries are out. There's scat even up on this ridge that we found. We just got to see these things in the open, and that's it. We just got to get a little bit of luck. So far, luck has not been on our side. So it's pretty early in the morning. I came up here, Ryan's getting Tanna up, feeding her, doing dad things. And sure enough, right below us, right down there, probably 150 yards. It's not the same bear, it's not a big bear. It's not huge, but at this point, we got 3 tags and we need to knock down a bear. But there is one right below this ridge that we sat and watched all day yesterday. He was just right there, getting some bugs out of a log, and then moseyed over and started eating we were looking last night, so it's a good sign. And we're not really being picky on this hunt. It's just about filling tags, getting some meat, getting some fall fat. So we're gonna, the one real small bear is gonna work his way up and out. He's up on the top here of our view, but this other one should pop out here shortly. We'll see if he gives us a shot. Alright. Well, we haven't seen that other black one, but now there's a blonde. Really cool color blonde. He's not a giant, but he's just down the far end of this thing. Just see him with your naked eye right now. So that's 3 bears in this spot. He's way too far. But it's a good sign. That bear could easily feed right up this draw and be right in our range here. Hopefully that's what happens. Super cool color. Sometimes you'll get on a berry patch like this and you'll see 4 or 5 bears. A lot of young, little German Shepherd looking things, but we know there's one good one in here. Yeah. Within this vicinity, so. Those young bears, those, very young to middle age bears, they're always roaming around. They don't have an area, like a dedicated area, like that big jet black from yesterday. He's gonna be in this area, no doubt. So there's a great chance he's gonna end up right back in this opening. Now those young bears, they could end up on that mountain over there. They just move, try to avoid those giants. There's no reason for that big slob to move from this area. He's got all the berries he wants. Yeah. But those young bears, man, they just travel and wander. You see their tracks like on trails a lot. It's not often you see those giant mega bears walking down trails. Yeah. Just cruising country. Things are looking up for this spot. See that blackhead? You see him? Yeah. Shoot him. Want me to shoot him? Okay. Go get your bun house right there. Get your binoculars. He's down. Yeah. Get your binoculars. Got him.
Where is he?
Come here, I'll show you. Can't remember where it was. Oh, you can see him? No. Okay. See that brown patch? You want to sit down? See him with the binoculars? Yeah. Okay, you see that brown dirt patch right there? There's a big tree. Here. Get on your butt. Real comfortable. Now, look for that brown dirt patch over there. There's a black.
Where is he?
You see the dirt? Runs fast, doesn't it? Out of nowhere. Just a little over 300 yards. So, nice easy shot. Yes. See if you can get clear.
When did you shoot it?
Yeah, pretty soon. Right about here. Okay, watch. Boom. Dropped it. He just started rolling right away. Did you see that? He didn't go anywhere. He just crumbled. That was cool. It worked out. Finally worked out. We put a lot of days in trying to find a spot that worked for Tanna and where we could get a nice close shot and not have to just like cruise country and do this hard stock. It just doesn't work with a 7-year-old that weighs 50 pounds. So this spot kind of fit the bill and it worked out. So we just killed a bear. He's right over there, this little dirt patch. He rolled into the berries. So all I gotta do, range him. He's at 349. So I punched the rangefinder tool, hit, set the distance, so 349. Point it right at where the bear is, mark location, drops a pin right where that bear is. Exactly 349 yards from where we're at. So this is going to make it real easy for us to get down this drainage and try to relocate this bear in the blueberries, because it's going to look way different once we're there. So, very handy tool. So now I'm excited to get down there. See what he is. Okay. Nice little trail. Let's go over here first. Okay, we're gotta look for it, Tanna, okay? Oh, we're 11 yards from it, so we're really close. So you gotta look hard. It's got a white patch on it. See that cool white patch he's got on there? Ooh, he's gonna taste good. Bunch of fat on him.
How do you feel?
You feeling? Yeah.
He feels nice. Where did you get him?
Right there.
And where's the hole?
Oh, we'll find it when we're skinning. So the ear tag says call WDF&W, Washington Department of Fish and Wildlife, before consuming meat. That's a first. It's a first for me. He's really got a good size noggin on him.
Why does it have a tag?
It's all scarred.
Who put the tag on him?
Little brown muzzle. Department of Fish and Wildlife put the tag on him. I'm curious where he came from. It's a 509 number.
How would they put it on him?
Which is east side.
They put it on him. He's a bear.
Yeah, they're tracking him for something. Maybe they maybe he got in trouble in town or somewhere and he did some bad stuff, so they relocated him. I don't know. We'll have to call and find out what they know. So when we get one down, then we put, we have the knife in there so we can skin it. And we got our game bag so we can put the meat in here. And then we've got some twine in case we gotta twine it to something to keep it from rolling down the hill. That's kind of all we got in there. Okay, you're gonna be in charge of holding these when we start getting to the meat. Can you do that? I'm gonna drop meat into these bags. Yeah?
Sure. Don't I need gloves?
Nah, we'll just drop it in. You won't even touch the meat. But come on, don't worry about it. You gotta hold them strong though. You gotta stand right here. Come on. Need some help. You gotta hold them strong though, okay? Boom, zing. Alright.
Ugh. Ugh. Let me get it ready.
Get it? Hold on to it.
Oh, wow. Don't step in the blood.
Oh, too late.
Is that the heart?
There's the heart. Eat that?
Huge.
Eat that tonight, you think? Or should we wait for Paley?
We should wait for Paley.
Okay. Hold on to that. Let me cut this piece off. Hold on to this. Pull it. Pull it tight. Gotta grab it tight. It's gonna come get you. Oh! Bear is broke down. We're loaded up, we split it up, and we've got a giant hill, very steep hill to go up. And it's all blueberry fields. So the berry brush is coming down and we're going up. Tanna's gonna struggle. So it's gonna be rough. The brush is tall, so it's gonna take probably several hours. I'm guessing. Well, this is the night we've been hoping for, I guess. Eating bear meat. Got a bunch frying up here in its own fat. So we just put about, I don't know, a quarter pound fat in here. Got a few inches of just rendered down oil. And we've been little strips, dropping them in, making sure they're cooked, and eating them up. It's a little Tony Sacheries. So, first bear of the trip. It's been tough. We've got several other bears picked out. We've got another tag, so we're hoping to get another bear tomorrow morning. We'll see. But I don't know if Tanna's going to make that climb down into the hole again tomorrow. That was a tough one. It was hot and it was steep and it was really tough for her coming out of there. So I don't know if she's going to be able to make that trip twice, but definitely worth the trip. We're eating some really good meat tonight for dinner. It's way down in those trees. Oh, like right. You see grass? That grass down there? Yeah, that's very good. Alright, well, we've been watching this big berry patch in front of us, both sides. But looking at the forecast, the weather's changing. We got clouds coming in. We got a high % chance of rain, 70% tonight, and then all day tomorrow. And Pacific Northwest, and when it's raining like that, you get very wet. And I don't want her to be hiking in the wet through the berry field, so we are gonna call it and bail off this hill. We got a lot of miles to go tonight, so we're gonna get the meat loaded up, get all our gear loaded up as quick as we can, and start descending. We've got I don't know how many thousand feet. We have quite a few thousand feet and a handful of miles to get off this hill before the rain kicks in, but you can see it's starting. It's getting close, and all day we've had cloud covers, so we have put the time in waiting for another bear. We've seen them 800 yards, 900, 1,000. They're out just outside our little area here where we can shoot, and unfortunately we had one slip through. He gave us about 5 seconds, and that was it. But Tanna's ready to get to hiking for sure. She's been talking about that truck for the last couple days, so she is ready to roll. I think she's gonna go down a whole lot faster than she came up, so that's good. We should make good time. But it's been a good trip.
A long trip.
A long trip. A very long trip.
All the way down.
And I slipped.
She fell right at the bottom. Took a header.
Uh-oh.
After all the switchbacks and all the miles. All right, let's check our mileage. All right. Wow, so we're just over 8 miles.
Is that a first time leading llamas in the dark?
No, we've done it before, but that was a long one. 8 miles. A little over, just under half of it in the dark. But that was her first night hike. Death march, whatever you want to call it. We're done. She's wiped out. That was good. Didn't think she would do so well, but she did. She crushed it.
She almost came out.
She wants in the truck and she wants some fizzy water. And she wants to go to sleep. That's what she's been talking about, so. Well, we are on the road heading home. We ducked out a little bit early. We kind of nixed the last day up there just because of the weather. You know, the fog rolled in, the rain came in hot and heavy. The next day, it was looking like it was just going to be torrential downpour all day with 70% heavy rain. So up in the alpine berry country with Tanna, we decided to bail and do our night hike out of there. So Tanna got her first night hike in, which was kind of cool. I think we got to the truck down there about 11 o'clock or so. And yeah, I went ahead and made the call on that bear, that ear tag in that bear. It had the do not consume meat until you call this number ear tag. So I went ahead and called it. And the gal was real cool. She mentioned that they had tranked this particular bear back in June in basically the closest town to where we were, and they had relocated it 35 miles away down drainage. And that bear, where we got it, had moved all the way back to probably we assume is its home range. So closer to where they actually tranked it and transplanted it from. But meat's totally fine to consume. I think they were worried about the, like, immediately after they trank a bear, us not consuming the meat with the drug still in the system. But after I talked to her, we ate bear meat right away. So I still would like to know what kind of trouble he had gotten into to get himself tranked and relocated, but who knows? They didn't have that information. Yeah, overall, I feel like it was a really good trip. You know, with Tanna coming with us, we had no idea how it was going to go. The plan was just revolved around her being happy and comfortable, not pushing it, not getting her to where she was too fatigued and too exhausted and tired to where she had a bad time. At 7 years old, the key is keeping them happy, I think. So with the llamas, we were able to do that. Man, the llamas from Wilderness Ridge were fantastic. They carried most of the weight, packed the bear out for us, and just made our camp life really easy with Tanna aboard. So, you know, I think she'll appreciate this trip, you know, going forward. Even though she's only 7, she's going to remember this thing. She remembers everything. So I know when I took Haley on her first trip, she was 8, and she can still recall everything that we did on that trip. Going through the scavenger hunt list and checking those boxes and seeing everything and getting a bear and then packing out a bear, the night hike, all the things. So I'm super happy that Tanna got to see that even at a younger age. It's just pretty impressive. And for a 49-pound 7-year-old to do what she just did with us, that blows me away. Couldn't be more proud as a father of girls to see her do something like that. So very, very, very cool. Very, very impressed with what she was able to do.
Hello? What are you doing? What is that?
All right. Well, hope you guys enjoyed that. That was a hunt that it's been a little while. Did that 2 seasons ago, but it was a really fun hunt for me. Obviously, Hillary wasn't a part of that one. She didn't get to go, but it was Tanna's first hunt, and hopefully there will be several more. We had a blast. What did you think about it?
I think it was a beautiful film. It shows lots of scenery. It shows a lot of our old backyard that we used to love to go to.
Yeah, we didn't really hide the fact that it was Washington State that we
Yeah.
went back to and did some fall bear hunting.
So it was fun to watch that because I've never actually been to those places with Tanna. We've gone there with Haley when she was younger, but not Tanna.
Mm-hmm.
So that was fun to watch and have all those memories come back. Obviously, I wasn't on that hunt, and I'm not on a lot of the hunts that are on the StHealthy channel here, but Ryan taking the girls, taking them to places that are special to him and stuff, and that I've been to those places as well. It helps me to relate a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I think Tanna took it really well in stride, and from this film, she has completely fallen in love with llamas.
Yeah, that was the unique part about this whole experience, that hunt, was number one, we had llamas. It was Tanna's first hunt, plus llamas. Plus we had Chiam come with us. And what you don't get to see in this film is the interaction with Chiam and Tanna. I need a camera, actually. It would be way more enjoyable and entertaining if I had the camera showing all the interaction between those two, because I think a big part of what like got Tanna up those mountains and like up those big climbs and just like happy-go-lucky throughout the day was just razzing Chiam the whole time. She bullies him. It's fun to watch, and is pretty much relentless, just razzing him. So it was really cool, but she really enjoyed the hiking. I would say, we got 2 daughters. Obviously, Paley loves hiking. She can crush it. She's like
And she's always been like that.
She's really good.
Even when she was young.
Tanna, it's not her favorite thing to do. So having Big Olie, the llama that was able to be ridden by Tanna, was a big help. Like, it really helped us on those hills. So
yeah, it looks like it was a
really
game
cool.
changer for sure. If you wouldn't have had Big Olie, I think they would not have done the hunting trip that you were expecting.
No, Chiam and I wouldn't have gotten very far
No.
into the mountains without Big Olie. But what was surprising is our second little stint in the second spot that we pulled into and climbed into. It was hot. It was a lot of elevation. It was switchbacks, and it was a pretty good distance. But she climbed most of that. She started off on Big Olie, but then she actually climbed most of it. I think she just forgot about how bad her legs hurt, because she was so focused on giving Chiam grief and razzing him and calling him names that she crushed it. And then, as you saw in the film, that second day when we were actually up there, she was wiped out. She was toast. Again, it was hot, but her body was shot. And she's tiny, she was 7 years old for this hunt, and she's 50 pounds. And yeah, the llamas really helped, especially on the first trip, actually. The first time that we went in to that area, she rode Big Olie quite a bit, and it was cool.
Yeah,
she loved
and
it.
she's talked about this trip continuously since then. We were going to get llamas, and we ended up not getting llamas. We got goats instead, and she was so unhappy about that. She was like very mad at us. And then she also found out that Big Olie got sold, because he's actually a prized llama, and he's prized for his breeding capacity, I guess. So he was worth a lot of money. And she was crying and upset and mad at us because we didn't buy him. And we tried to explain to her that he's like a very expensive llama and we cannot afford him. But she was not having anything to do with it. And as you know, she carries a stuffed llama everywhere. Every trip we go on, every time we go through TSA, her mama llama is what we call it. It gets pegged by security, and we have to wait because it has lavender in it or something.
That llama holds us up
And
every
that
time we go
llama
through
gets
security.
checked out to make sure there's nothing bad in it or something, but she will go nowhere without that llama. So she really had, I think, quite an experience of her life that she'll probably always, she was really young when she did it. Maybe she won't always remember it, but
I think she was at like the perfect age, because at 7, she does retain a lot, and I could go talk to her about it right now, and she remembers all of it. She remembers, breaking down the bear and eating the bear. And another big part of this film that you don't see, because I didn't have a camera, was when we shot the bear, it actually fell right next to a big old beehive. And I'm allergic to bees. So as soon as the bees started like getting up in the air, and we were just dragging it a little bit, and we ran it right across this beehive. Bees went up in the air, and so we all ran and had to let them calm down. Well, Chiam had to go back and grab it because he's the only one that's not allergic to bees. He didn't get stung, but it was pretty funny to watch. And she remembers that. So she remembers a lot of this hunt overall. But yeah, I think the big takeaway was she just loved riding that Big Olie. So
I think the biggest thing she got, I mean, I know she was there for the bear and she was there with her dad when he got the bear. But Tanna's like a very different personality than Paley. I think excitement wise about actually like the animal part was a little different than like Paley would have been. And if you've watched any of our films with Paley, when she takes her animals and stuff, like, or when the very first one we have on our YouTube channel that's so old that she went bear hunting with her dad and she's just so excited and she just talked about that for like years to just total strangers on the street. And Tanna's a little different. I don't know, her personality is a little bit more cautious and safe. And
she's like I was when I grew up. She's very quiet, versus our very extroverted Paley Bell. So, which is more like Hillary.
Yeah, so it'll be interesting to see how she evolves in actually hunting. But as far as getting a love for the outdoors and the experience that she got on this trip, I think it was super invaluable for her. But yeah.
Yeah, so I do want to give a big thanks to old Bo Beatty over there at Wilderness Ridge Trail Llamas. He's out of Idaho Falls down there. That's where we got the llamas and rented the llamas from him. And he made this trip, an experience that me, the father, and Tanna will never forget because he made sure, like I kind of threw it out there to Bo before this trip happened. It's like, is there any way that she could actually ride a llama? I didn't even know it existed. I didn't even know it was possible. And we started talking. He says, yeah, I actually have a couple that kind of train for that. And he'd feel 100% safe having, a kid get on these things. And he had a saddle for it. So we went that direction, gave it a shot. It worked out. And he was a huge help and gave us a really good experience with those llamas. Highly recommend Bo Beatty. He's one of the best, and he's got a really good operation over there. So big thanks to him.
All right, so from here, we are hoping to drop more films on this StHealthy channel. We hope that you enjoyed this series, and
yeah, we've got a lot of family films coming up. Family, not necessarily with Hillary on all of these because she's so busy, not able to make it on a lot of our trips, but we're going to have a lot more hunts here with especially Paley Bell. And then hopefully we get more hunts with Tanna in the future. So we're going to be dropping a lot of those type films on this channel.
Yeah. All right. Anything else?
No. Thanks for watching.
You better make him.
Babe. Work. If you don't.
Okay.
You ready?
Is that your gum?
Yeah, it is. Don't. He's distracting. He's getting distracted. So.
All right, we started.
I don't even know how your friends put up with you.
That was.
No. Start over.